this is the beginning of part 4 on 7 techniques to troubleshoot problems on your DNN website. Now, the fourth technique will involve something called the symbols files of DNN, which is another package that is available on Codeplex that you can download to further troubleshoot those kinds of problems. So we have to go now to download a package from Codeplex, but before we do that, before we go there, we have to go to our site and make sure that we know exactly which version of DNN we are running here. And to do that, very simple, we just go to host settings, because we have to download the symbols file that matches this version that I'm running DNN from. So I have version here 7.2.0. So I'm gonna go to Codeplex now. And again, the link to Codeplex will also be posted on the video post here. So I'm gonna go to Codeplex. I'm gonna go to the downloads area because the current version doesn't match my version. So I'm going to the downloads version. Sorry, the downloads page. My version is 7.2.0, so this is my version. And from the available downloads of my version, I want the one that says symbol files. I want to download this one here. So I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to download to my local system. It's a small file. I'm just going to open it on Windows Explorer. First thing that I have to do is, it's a zip file. I just have to right click, go to properties, make sure that it's unblocked. So I click here, click OK to make sure that it does not block any files. I'm just gonna copy, I'm just gonna move this to another folder so I get things organized here. I'm gonna paste and I'm going to extract those files. I'm gonna extract here. Well, I should have extracted to a folder with the same name so it doesn't get messed up here. So here are the files. This is actually an installation package, a standard installation package of DNN, but I recommend that you do this manually because you want to remove those files after you are done troubleshooting. You don't want to leave them hanging there on the website. But so we have extracted the first zip. Inside the zip, there is another one called resources.zip. We're going to extract this one here as well. Extract to a folder with its name. Now, here's a folder, resources. So what we have here are symbol files from each DLL of .NET Nuke. You're gonna see that this is the bin folder. This is the corresponding bin folder of our website. And inside of it, we have those files that end in .pdb and .xml. We're gonna upload those files to our website, including this providers folder as well. There are no DLLs here, just those .pdb and .xml that after we are done troubleshooting, we should remove from the website. So I have extracted here. I'm going back to my FTP application. I'm just going to refresh the view right now. Here is my symbols folder, which I'm going to open, and the resource folder that I have extracted the files to. Here's the bin folder. I'm going to the root folder of my site, to the bin folder as well. I open the bin folder here. I'm going to select everything from my local extracted file and copy it to our bin folder. As you can see, in our bin folder currently, we only have DLLs. So that's a good reference because, again, afterwards, we should remove those files that we are adding there. So let's just upload them. It will take a little bit of time, not too much. And we are done here. So all symbol files have been uploaded to the website, as you can see, if I'm able to refresh this. Yep, they are all here. You see the .pdbs, files, .xmls, they are all here. So now what we have to do is we just have to go back to our site and refresh it because it will kick the a recycle of application pool. So we just have to wait a second. Okay, so the file is the site is back. Now we have to again run into the problem once again so we can log and we can get more details about, even more details about that problem. So let's go here to messages. Let's activate Fiddler. Well, yeah, let's activate Fiddler here. So it starts capturing the communication. Let's go to compose new message and let's do the search. The arrow comes up. We go back to Fiddler. There is a little bit more here because again, it's tracking every communication. So we just have to stop, go to the latest red one. And now we have a similar message, but if you have a look at the stack trace, if we copy the content of the stack trace again, and if we open and paste it in a text editor, see, now we can compare the old one without the symbols file with the new one that was generated after we placed the symbols files in the bin folder. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same, except that we have the invaluable information here of which file is getting the problem and which line we have there that is giving that problem as well. So again, very much much more richer information to provide to either yourself that is trying to troubleshoot this or to somebody else that might be helping you out here. You know exactly where on DNN source code this problem is coming from. And again, now it's a matter of troubleshooting and trying to figure out what this is about. Now, as I told you, this process will help to gather information. Now, to go about fixing the problem, it's a different story because each problem will be different circumstances, but this is how you can gather more and more information about the problem. Now, this is the end of the fourth technique. Up to this point, we have worked on techniques that would work if you are able to run your website. Maybe there are some problems, actually there are quite a lot of problems that will stop your site from running completely. So those four initial techniques will not be valid in the case that you cannot even run your website. And that's where we're going to start the next video, the fifth technique, exactly at the point that you are not able to run your DNN website. This is the end of part 4 on 7 techniques to troubleshoot problems on your DNN website.